That's what's so dope about albums. Albums are like footprints of that year.
Yeah.
Or that year and a half or 2 years, however long it took you to make it. It's snapshots of what was moving us musically and what we were going through.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We rushed to put that one out because I thought the fans were hungry, and it did all right. It didn't do as good as Never Quit, which blew me away, because I think Never Quit was still growing so much and still so new to people that it overshadowed Woke.
And people were just finding you as an artist.
Yeah, I have a huge new fan base.
Yeah.
They don't even know anything about all these albums we just talked about.
That's what's crazy.
Yeah. How do you think our sound has evolved then, now talking about Guidance?
Yeah. Basically, you are the artist. Having you shine as the artist.
Right.
And letting the
Less
music...
production shine.
Letting the music just be the background. Where being producers, we always want to overproduce.
I think that was our problem as producers.
Yeah.
We produced too busy. We produced too big. But now I think we understand how simple beats need to be.
Yeah.
Just nice chord progressions, nice vibe, hard drums,
yeah.
and then let the vocals
and room for
run
the vocal. Just let the vocal breathe. Let the artist shine. And that's what I like about this album more than anything. Like as far as growing as a production, it's focused more on you and what you're saying, and also the melodies and just the way the tracks are vibing. I freaking love it. Yeah.
Now I feel like we truly have finally got to that place where we're not making music for anybody other than what moves our soul.
I like it.
And then whoever else is moved by what moves us, and we're family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it's like you have that deep connection versus trying to make something that might not really be you. Whatever God put in us, because God puts things in different people for what moves their soul. These chords and these drums move us. So if you like it, we family.
Yeah.
What do you think is different about this record than the past records in terms of production?
Again, it goes back to not being so busy and overthinking everything.
Right.
Like Newest, I'll give you a perfect example. There's nothing really going on in the track. It's a bass line, some drums, and a dope sample, you know? But the way the filters are cutting out and the way the track is opening up, like all that mixing that you did on it, is sick. There's not too much going on at first. I can grab onto the track right away.
I think you're right. The tracks are way more simple.
Yeah.
In terms of like how many layers of sounds we have.
And then if we do have a lot of layers, they're mixed lower.
Right. You tuck certain ones away and then you let some shine. Yeah. It's all mixing. And I don't know why it took us so long to learn that.
I don't know. I think I know what it is for me, because I'm a music guy.
We love music.
When I first started doing music, I just listened to the music. And I always thought it was so busy.
Right.
So then I thought, oh, I gotta make it really busy. And then our combination was just like...
So we almost had to learn to listen to music as a normal person does versus like a intricate musician, engineer, producer.
Yep.
That's something for y'all up and coming artists or producers to take note of. Do not overproduce. It's all about sound selection. Let them vocals shine. Put them vocals up front. Hey, what are some songs that stood out to you in our production process?
That I like?
Just memories. What are some memories you have in the studio making this project?
Anything, everything. I remember you were sleeping. You passed out. And
Which is rare. I rarely did that. I wonder what happened that day.
I don't know. I was tired too, but I remember I was sitting right here, and I had the keyboard right here, and you had the drum beat already mapped out, and it was just the chords, just trying to find those first intro chords. And I remember sitting there like, oh shoot, this is crazy. I started freaking out. Started getting goosebumps, and I was like, there's something here.
I remember distinctly with that track, you tried, I'm pretty sure, 3 to 4 different like hooks. And we're saying hooks, we're talking about the chorus of the song, the big part, because I don't think we were gonna have my vocals on it. We were trying to do like a vocal chop, similar to like Never Quit, you know, EDM pop type stuff. And I think you tried 3 or 4 different ones. I'm pretty sure I tried at least 2 different ones. Ended up having to farm it out to the writers that we work with, and found a young local writer here in Orlando.
He was just riding it.
Yeah, he heard something that we couldn't hear. Because we had been working on this song for months.
Yeah, it was a couple months.
Months. And we knew it was a strong song, but if you can't land the hook is everything. So shouts out to Benjamin Bobby, huh?
Yeah, dude,
Much
that
love.
thing was sick.
Anything, Everything, and Never Quit are the only songs that have taken that long from beginning to end. Only ones. Most songs like this, just easy. Make the track in one day, I'll write the next day and record demos, and then record nice vocals the next day. Like, it's that quick now. Bro, back in the day, it would take us all night just to do a drum pattern in one chord, you know? Now we can
knock out maybe a couple.
Think how fast we did Country Boys. That was the first track we did when you were getting frustrated, like, I don't got any inspiration, I can't do it. I was like, Sky, what did I say?
You're like, bro, I'm a producer too.
Yeah.
Like,
I
can make tracks too, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to put all the weight on yourself.
And then we made Country Boys.
He's like, you were like, bro, no, this is what you said. Let me do the drums.
Yeah.
Let me do the drums, you play the keys.
Yep.
And then that's when we started it, and it was like, dang. All right.
Yep.
I do have memories of all the other ones, but another one that I remember is Miss Me. That was sick. When you went to my house. You came to my house.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget you on the mic.
Yeah.
You actually sang it a pitch lower. You pitched it up.
Yeah. And then we did like crazy, almost Latin percussion, like pre-chorus.
And then that hook we did a couple different times. And then finally we're like, dude, I gotta put a girl on.
We did do that hook a million different times. Same exact thing as Anything, Everything. We tried vocal chops, like vocal sample chops. Couldn't do nothing. But the pre-chorus, that melody was so
that was the hook for a while. Remember?
Right. But it became the pre, and then it became back the hook again. But it was her singing it with a little, from her point of view.
Yeah.
Same lyrics, but she changed the words for her point of view.
Yeah. Miss Me.
Shout out to Nicolina.
Nicolina.
On that hook.
I guess last one that I remember is
Committed.
Instantly,
greatest way to start the album.
I was like, dude, this is. And then we went in.
Yeah.
We went in. I think that was another one we knocked out right away because it was just flowing.
You're right.
I think we did that all in one night. The, you know,
Everything.
the skeleton of the track.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing it like, yo, that is sick.
Well, a memory I have.
Sorry. What's up?
The newest.
Yeah.
You brought that track in, and I wasn't feeling it, but we kind of made that commitment to each other. When we don't like it, we'll still try. So I said, I'll try to write melodies. Remember? We're like, let's just not be too negative about anything, because we said at the beginning, we're always gonna try. Little backstory, that was the night I broke up with my girl, remember?
Oh my gosh.
And you brought that in. I really didn't want to work, but I was like, just come over anyway, we'll hang out if nothing else.
Yeah.
And cause I was just down. And so you brought that over, I wasn't feeling it, and it could have just been my negativity, because what was going on inside of me, or I didn't like it, I don't know. And we wrote, I remember I didn't like any of your melodies, I remember I liked some of mine, then we sent it to the homie, Wes Snipes, so then we fused our melodies. I remember the next morning, I had my mumble track, and I'm pretty sure I went to Starbucks, and I remember I wrote that so fast, because when you guys hear the lyrics of the song, you'll understand like where it all came from. Like it was like a snapshot of everything in my mind and my heart. I felt like super discouraged at that point in time because what just happened, and I felt like everybody we reach out to just turns us down. That's what kind of inspired the hook. You know?
Yeah, dude. I remember you sent me,
and then the verses have just that song's special.
Yeah, special song.
That song's special. One of my favorites on the record. I think I had 2 songs completed before Woke even came out. I was so hungry, just writing and writing and writing. And that's when I was begging you for tracks and you weren't doing them. But honestly, I think 90% of this record was done in 2 to 3 months. Like November, December, January, maybe February. That's when all this was done. And then the rest of the time was all cleaning up, which is the process that I hate. I love creating. I love writing. I love producing. And I love demoing, and then I hate perfecting because I'm such a perfectionist. As you said, it bothered you, so imagine how much I bothered myself. I drive myself crazy.
Yeah.
But like you said, the result is always worth it. Doing it for y'all. For y'all.
I don't know anyone that does it like you.
They don't do it like we do it, I promise you that much.